Breaking news now on Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
First at 6, breaking news in Deep River, where state police say a glider plane crashed into the woods. Thanks for being here. I'm Bridget Bureau.
And I'm Angelo Bavaro. This all happened just after 4 o'clock near Cedar Lake Road. That is where we find Fox 61 Stefan Reels. Stefan, what can you tell us at this hour?
Well, right now we're still trying to learn a bit of the extent of how everything happened. Luckily, once we got shortly here, I ran into Douglas. He is a student at one of the local flying schools actually here at the Chester Airport. Douglas, you kind of were here for like when everything started and how everything went down. Can you tell me really what you saw when this all started?
Yeah, well, I was coming here today to do a lesson with my instructor around 4 o'clock. After arriving, I saw the ultralight flying around the parking lot. I noticed I thought it was going to crash, honestly, a second ago, or before it actually happened. I noticed it was struggling to maintain its altitude above the trees next to the parking lot. I didn't think much of it, went back inside, and to which they were alerted that there is a possible accident in the woods near. So they immediately sent up a 182, that's another small plane, to look for the wreckage. But we weren't sure at the time if it actually happened. They sent it up to look for it. They found it. Me and my instructor and a couple other people immediately ran to the scene to try to find them. We were looking around for a minute, and by the time we had arrived, the first responders were already on scene. They had a very good response time. They were doing chest compressions. We were then told to step aside for a minute. I heard that they were able to start his heart again. His heart, he's alive. They took him away. They couldn't life star him because he was covered in gas from the wreckage.
How bad was the wreckage? Like, how bad was the plane too?
The plane, when I arrived there, it looked like the glider, the top of the glider, I don't know if you're going to show it on the thing. It looked like the top had separated from the bottom. It was on its side. They'd pulled him out of the plane by that time, or the glider by the time I reached there.
So what was that all like to see? I imagine, it could be jarring.
Yeah, it was not what I expected today, if I'm being honest. It's weird to be that close to, obviously in the light of all the recent crashes, you don't really think you see that personally.
Did you end up knowing who this flyer was or his relation to the area?
I know he has a hangar here. He was building that plane as a project, I believe. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, he had built that. He's flown a couple times. Never had an issue until today. He was a dentist, I believe.
What do you want people to take away from today, especially with something like this?
I guess personally, as a student, I know it's a lot of scary things are coming out about aviation. I think don't take it dishearteningly. It's still a very safe thing despite this. It's very weird to see it so close to home. I know it freaks out. It freaked out me, freaks out a lot of people. But my takeaway, I hope he recovers. I hope he makes a full recovery. And I'm going to continue flying. I know he probably will if and when he recovers. And I guess that's my takeaway.
Thank you so much, Douglas. Angelo, Bridget, will keep you updated as we learn more. But for now, in Chester, Stefan Reels, Fox 61.
All right, Stefan, with that live eyewitness interview, and we do want to confirm there were injuries in this glider plane crash into the woods in Deep River. We don't know how many people were on board, but Lifestar is responding to the scene, so we want to make that clear. Let's turn it over to the weather now, and it looks like the sun might be taking a break.
Yeah, meteorologist Deshaun Robinson is here with the first check of that forecast. Deshaun, how's the parade weather looking like for tomorrow?
Yeah, unfortunately, not much in terms of sunshine. We're looking at cloudy skies, but at least we will avoid the rain for now on Saturday. But then the rain moves in for Sunday night. So cloudy for your St. Patrick's Day parade in Hartford. There could be some misty and foggy conditions. Heavy rain moves in Sunday night, and this could be associated with some gusty winds into Monday morning. Our weather will remain rather mild into midweek. So it is a beautiful evening, mostly clear skies overhead, temperatures in the 50s. We will see these clear skies persist into the first half of the night, and then after midnight, cloud cover is likely to increase. Temperatures will drop to the upper 30s for tonight. So for your St. Patrick's Day parade, we are looking at cloudy skies, chance for some mist and fog in the morning. But this dreary weather will persist into the first half of your Saturday afternoon. We are looking at temperatures reaching the mid-50s for your Saturday, but some sunshine in the afternoon. So mostly cloudy on Saturday, cloudy and dreary conditions will continue into Sunday. Temperatures will warm up to the mid-60s. Heavy rain moves in Sunday night, and this could be associated with some gusty winds. Some of this may overlap into your Monday. Back to you.
All right, Dejan, let's turn to some sports news, specifically UConn. The men's basketball team had a big win Thursday night. They beat Villanova by 17 points. The Huskies will play again tonight against Creighton at Madison Square Garden for the semifinals.
And you can watch that game right here on Fox 61. Fox 61's Kayla Cade is in stores outside Gamble Pavilion with how fans feel about the team's chances for an NCAA three-peat.
Even though the game is in New York City at Madison Square Garden, you can feel the excitement in the air here in stores. Many fans say the team won't disappoint and will bring home another win in the Big East Conference tournament. UConn's men's basketball team is no stranger to Madison Square Garden. Last year, the team made it to the championship. They played against Marquette and won by 16 points. The Huskies have won 9 overall, and they're hoping to take home another win for the second year in a row. They're tied with Georgetown for the most in conference history. And UConn head coach Dan Hurley has a great success record in this tournament. He's taken UConn to the semifinals in all 4 of his seasons as head coach. Fans like Caleb Pettiot says although the Huskies had a rough season, he's still holding out hope for them.
I know that UConn isn't as good as they were last year, but we still got a chance to win Madison Square Garden and do good in Final Fours, tournaments, whatever.
He will support them from home, just like other UConn students, Christina Brown and Ava Bouchard.
I'm a sophomore, so to see them kind of get to the same spot they were last year is also cool.
It's just awesome to see them get there and kind of, take this step, I guess.
Again, you can catch all the big semifinal action here on Fox 61. Coverage starts with St. John's playing Marquette at 6:30, and the Huskies will take on the Creighton Blue Jays around 9 o'clock. And be sure to stay tuned on Fox 61 for your 10 o'clock news. In stores, Kayla Cade, Fox 61.
All right, Kayla, we'll be watching that game for sure. The first game tips off at 6:30 tonight. You can watch it right here on Fox 61. But if you want to keep watching our news, head over to Fox 61 Plus. And coming up on Tuesday, the Fox 61 Morning News will be airing from 6 to 9 a.m. on Fox 61 Plus. That's because of a Major League Baseball game from Japan. Don't forget to download Fox 61 Plus for free on your TV.
We have some wild video tonight of an arrest gone wrong in Norwich. This all happened at a gas station on Route 97. Take a look at this. State police say just after 3 yesterday afternoon, a state trooper noticed a black Subaru Legacy without a front license plate and swerving out of its lane. State police say they were looking for that same car last week after they tried to stop it in a police pursuit in Old Saybrook. They say the driver there, Electra Chuchili, had a warrant out for her arrest for that incident. Now, fast forward to yesterday in Norwich. State police say they tried to prevent her from driving away by boxing her car in. And you can see in this video, she rams the cruisers and the gas pumps before driving away. Nobody was hurt here. They say she crashed on Route 169, ditched the car, and then ran away. State police say their K9 team helped find Chuchili hiding under somebody's deck. She faces a long list of charges tonight.
Very dramatic video there. Other big story of the week, a Waterbury man says he was held captive for 20 years, and police say he found a way to save himself by setting a fire in his own bedroom. It's a story we've been covering all week long.
His stepmom, 56-year-old Kimberly Sullivan, is facing charges in that case. She is currently out on bond. When police first met him, they said he was not even 70 pounds, even though he was 5'9". They said he was very dirty. His hair was matted. His teeth were rotten. That man told them he had a drink. He had to drink from the toilet. And there was always a lock on the outside of his room. This morning, our Keith McGilvery spoke with an attorney, Ray Hassett, about the legal end of that disturbing case. Here's what he had to say.
From a defense perspective, I think that one of the things we're going to look at is, did the victim have the mental capacity to make the representations and the allegations that he's made? We know that in the police report there's a little bit of a history of him when he's younger, so there's a suggestion there that he may have some mental health issues. Although I think he presented to both the fire department and the police department in a very coherent manner, so that question needs to be decided by some experts. But more importantly, I think the defendant, Keith, what would cause or create a person to do something like this from a young child, from age 11, for 20 years? Of course, then we get into what's the motive. The motive could be that she was looking for financial gain. Potentially, she was married to we believe the husband, her husband rather, was the father of the victim. Did he leave money to the child? Was she controlling the money? Was she getting benefits from the state or from the federal government? So it could be for financial reasons that she did this. That's something that needs to be investigated, I believe, a little bit further.
Still so many questions tonight. You can see more of that interview with Keith, plus more of our coverage on the Waterbury captivity case on Fox 61 Plus. Download on your TV and you can stream it for free. Today, state police officers gathered this afternoon to honor longtime police officer Gregory Santic, who died on Wednesday. They stood on either side of the street for a procession from the hospital to the funeral home. Yale Public Safety says Officer Santic suffered a medical event. He served in many roles during his 17-plus years in the department, including community engagement officer, field training officer, and bicycle officer. He is survived by his 10-year-old daughter.
We've been getting a lot of heartfelt responses from the community, emails, phone calls. People really cared about this man because they knew he cared about the community.
And again, his daughter, he leaves behind a 10-year-old.